The India captain Nikki Prasad, Bangladesh captain Sumaya Akhtar, and the person who is overseeing everything, G.S. Lakshmi, our match referee. Thank you. Tails is the call.
It's tails.
It's tails.
Choose to ball first.
Right. Bangladesh, you're going to bowl first?
Yes.
So the reason for that, weather and the pitch?
Pitch is look to bowl first.
You had a difficult match against India the first time, so you want to come back strongly in this final.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you for this something different if you had won the toss.
Yes, we would have also bowled first.
The wicket sort of works, and there it is a bit overcast, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But
Any changes in your team from the last match?
yeah, we have one change, so Sonam is coming in place of Bhavika.
Okay, go well today.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's the news from the centre. Bangladesh winning the toss, electing to bowl first, but the Indian captain said she would have done the same given the conditions. Sonam, who finds her place in the lineup in place of the off-spinner Dhriti. Sana Mir has joined me in the commentary box. Sana, what do you make of the changes India have made?
She has bowled together with other bowlers, so it's a very balanced squad. And another balanced squad in Bangladesh, they are sticking to their 11. They have, because India has not batted first in the entire tournament.
And they line up at the moment before the start of the final. It's time for the two national anthems. Remember, Bangladesh have won an important toss here and their skipper in this final. So the first few overs of the Indian innings will be a challenge. They've got to negotiate that. But in level, 2 weeks ago, I was in Dubai and covering an India versus Bangladesh men's under.
Ways is so crucial. Happy to see both these teams, the way they have progressed.
And Kamalini, 80 runs. She's also on the top 5 run getters list, averaging 40. Now that tells you that played with a straight bat. That's the good sign. Feel that there's dampness.
And we see two completely different deliveries, and that's why a slip might be.
And I get a feeling here that we've had covers on the square, and once it soaks down, then it percolates sideways.
Yeah, that's India off the mark, Trisha off the mark. Indian batters taking their sweet time. We talk about all the pitches here. They have generally.
It's played well, but not for runs. A tidy first over has made way for the left-arm spinner to come back in the lineup. They've got latter half that's slashed away. There's no slip in place. Another run taken. Trisha
is going to play. There's only one match on this pitch, that was Pakistan versus Malaysia. So both these teams have not played on this surf, are not fully confident about the pace and bounce. So
another wide down leg. Did that graze the pad? No, it didn't. Another wide would be signalled. Well, given the surf.
yes, definitely. And with the Indian bowling, I do feel they will have a chance, even if they put up 120, they can accelerate. And one of the acceleration is just in front of us. It was short, and Kamalini was on it.
She's more comfortable when she's bowling over the wicket. Right now, erring, that radar needing adjustment. It's gone for 4. I think one bounce umpire on this. Yes, it's bounced inside. So the first 4 of the innings comes up, and it's off the bat of Kamalini.
That came from the slip area against Trisha. Changed everything for Bangladesh. Then a lefty pressure that you have been putting in the first over has been released, because Trisha is really good both on the back foot or the front foot.
Wide down leg. It's been dropped, has it? A catch has been put down. A short fine. The hands of the fielder. A short fine, and it's been dropped.
It's a huge drop. Rana, who's not been able to bowl well, gave a free shot, but right into the hands of...
No run there. No run there. Sent back, and rightly so. End of the over. A lot transpired in that. 2 gone. Well, Kamalini getting end. Played against the turn, but not for runs.
Stone, the ex-captain, and this was the drop catch you're talking about. It should have been taken. It was right in the hands.
Straight to the fielder again. No runs for the taking. Strike. Hits it straight over the infield, but the outfield is a little heavy. Coming back. Problem you were talking about earlier, Sarah, the heavy outfield.
This is where Indian batters will... The moment you play upish, it just sticks into the outfield.
It's almost the way you see a shot putter release. Bounce there. Not so much turn, but more of bounce on that previous delivery.
I still feel in batting lineup, you can't contain them. If they have wickets in hand, they will go hard at you at some point.
Hit in the air, hit over the infield, and hit well. That's gone for maximum. The first 6 of the... I think they're going to check for the boundary, but I think it's gone over for 6.
And you don't have to worry about the wet outfield if you can hit like... Yeah, it's bounced after the ropes, and umpire will give that decision. But what a shot this has been. And use of feet and knowing the mid-off fielder was inside the circle. Excellent contact there. Excellent head position.
Turn. And played well in the end by Trisha. She'll retain strike with that single. Anisa Soba has been handed the ball. Farjana bowling that 1 over, going for 7. She's going to be bowling to the right-handed Trisha. 5 wickets for Anisa Soba. She's 5th on the list of top cup. Oh, she's been greeted. She's been greeted to the bowling crease. Pitched up and...
Away from you. And Trisha is saying, don't forget about me. It was pitched up. Again, she plays with the full face of the bat. And she understands where the fielders are. Mid-on was in this time.
Trisha, if she drives with the turn, long off's got to be back. But she hit it straight. That's the quality.
It is important, but when and according to the field positions, which shot you are going to choose, the shot selection becomes so important.
Against the wrist spinner.
Yeah, Anisa has been really impressive as well.
I could say, that's the on-field umpire, Nimali Pereira, who's officiating this game.
At 4, but that's a part of the game. And we carry on to the 5th over. Now has a look at that and looks inquiringly at the umpire. No response from her.
On the Bangladesh side.
Are you? It's
Not
too
at
early
all.
in the day to feel nerves. It's a game of cricket. Anything can happen. But what the bowlers need to do is bowl a tight line and length. Basically, get the air. Well, it's up in the air now. It's going way over and into the hands. That is the... Keeping her eyes on the ball and taking the first wicket, and a happy Bangladesh support.
As they rightly should be, as Farjana Yasmin strikes in her 2nd over. Kamalini was reprieved on 4 of Nishita Akhtar. Nishi doesn't make any mistakes, and India lose their first wicket with 23 runs.
Sweeps that away, and that's another one. Wow, trying to flick that away, could not keep it on the ground.
1 brings 2, as they say, and Farjana Yasmin has dealt a 2-wicket. First up, it was G. Kamalini, and now Sanika Chalke has to depart for not. Easy take here. That's an out. A disappointing campaign for Sanika. She departs for not.
Nomic, just over the 4 mark, backs away. That's a good looking shot. That's what India need at the moment. Width of...
Back and across went G. Trisha and crunched it through the point. She got tall on that shot, through her hands, and there was enough legs for the ball to race. As this young lady you see on the screen, perhaps The first one after the great Mithali Raj.
Well, she can use all her experience that has gathered in such a... 2 wickets for Farzana. That
Stumps. You have to keep your hands behind the stumps no matter how much you want it to.
Takes the aerial route, and that's gone for 4. 1 bounce and over. Trisha in and getting that boundary.
There's a lot to like about this girl, Trisha. I've watched now. This is one of them. She has gone and grown in confidence. Look at that shot right in the gap. She is aggressive, but she's got a bright emerging players too for the men's. Sadikula Atal, and he was an opener.
She's already got a half century in this tournament, Trisha. And the reason her feet very decisively when she's playing against the spinners.
Couldn't agree with you more. There's another great cover, and those singles she's showing us, she's not
Clang. Now this is what I was talking about. Uses her feet, goes on the back foot, opens up the leg side.
All the way for 6, and that's the end of the 9th over, and that score advances to 48 for 2.
I'll get India there. Length wasn't too short, but she's made that shot happen because she's gone on to the back foot deep.
That'll be going at more than 7 and over, won't she? So I think it's more like 8 to 9 and over.
Going down leg.
I didn't think that was going to hit 2 sets of stumps. Very enthusiastic.
Shining bright. That's down leg. That's gone for 4. I think the fielder at short fine is not really... Habiba's bowled that line consistently for the 3rd time this over.
All of it sliding down past the leg stump, and very well played again. Now you're looking at protection there, of course, for the single. So I think that's
That's bad bowling. That's bad bowling, and that's gone for 4. It's a problem. They're straying in line here.
It's not the best to be hit for a 4 in your very first ball too. That was Ilder. Look at the outside of the offside and full as well. And as you know, there's only 2 fielders behind square leg. And
that's better. Better. You'd be better off bowling a little fuller in length to Nikki Prasad, because anything even a fraction short, she's
really good shot. I mean, it was just fractionally short of a very good length for an off spinner. But the way she used her feet allow her to manoeuvre that ball through the vacant square mid-wicket area. It was
another single with the field that she's kept. This is fine coming round the wicket for Humida. Overs none for 10. She's got 1 over left in her kitty. Now I also want to see how the Bangladesh skipped. Oh, she played across it. Is lucky she's gotten away. Space off on this delivery, and Nikki Prasad.
That's very well bowled, and that's prompted a miss shot from this girl who was batting pretty.
That's it, through the gate, big wicket. The captain gave her another over to break this partnership, and that 41-run partnership's been broken.
And what a delivery that was. That's the ability that Habiba Pinky, a little bit of gap between bat and pad, and with pace on a very good length, you're going to get some.
Nikki Prasad out for 12, India 66 for 3. Well fielded, and this is something that Bangladesh need more of. The fielders backing up the bowling effort.
Bangladesh has done well, and we have got Onisha.
The wicket of Nikki Prasad through the gate. The build-up to that dismissal was superb on the part of Habiba Islam Pinky. Born pitching, look at that. Through the gate, enticing the batter to come forward and go for the drive. Doesn't.
Once again, she has bowled really well. She has used
Length slightly.
well bowled, well played overall. A dot to finish. And there she goes again, but this time the connection is not there, but it will land safely. And they're losing the toss. This is a very, very crucial knock. Very well played, young Trisha.
She miscued. Is it from the India under-19s opener? Her second 50 of the tournament.
Taken pressure off the batters who have been coming. This strike rate on this pitch,
Half century in this tournament.
and that would be a chance. Umpires don't look as excited after the umpire has taken decision.
Had her gloves off very, very quickly. As soon as the square umpire sent the decision upstairs, she had charged down on the leg side by Juraya. Ooh, that's gone. That's another wicket for Bangladesh. Ishwari of the Bangladesh side. India lose their fourth wicket. The Bangladesh fans are in rapture. And what a comeback are the Bangladeshis making into this innings. Against Bangladesh.
And it's wide. There's a chance, an easy take. Excellent change of pace once more.
And takes out the big fish in G. Trisha, who will have to head back to runs. Bowled back of a length, skied it, miscued this one. And there was Nishita Akhtar Nishi. What a tandem this is proving to their side for 84 runs in this decider of the Asia Cup under
New batter, Ayushi Shukla in the middle for 110. An excellent length and line there. We've seen change of pace. Again, this time fuller in length. There was an opportunity.
What a shot that was from Mithila. End of the 16th over, and India 91 for 5.
Runs if they can get it. Very crucial runs to be added on. It was going, worked hard to get the left-hander, cracks it away, and it's going to make its way.
Well, that's right. This is what I mean about the intense part of the game, keeping your head. That was just slightly off. Left-hander, she took full control of that shot, full toll of it, and look at it race to the boundary. And we're looking at Anisa here with a economy of only 3, but she's not taken a wicket, but she's got...
Down the wicket, and she's got her. That was on the card. There were really 4 to take off the bells. Another Indian wicket falls.
Late in the T20 game, but because the conditions suited, what a really good line and length, and it's spinning away for 6. It's from, bit slow making changes.
Goes again, a little hoik across, slithers underneath the fielder on that. Okay, very important runs here for India.
Little relief from the Indian side, that's for sure. They needed that stop. Let's have a look at this. Did it go underneath? No, it was a good effort, good attempt by Pink.
On the stumps, it's up in the air now. Straight down the throat of the fielder. That was there, and we've got a delivery left. India have lost another
wickets down with 1 ball remaining. Here's a replay of it. Trying to go back over the bowler's head, but she took a very simple catch. 1-1-3 for 7.
A little while ago, positive about the way she'd bowled.
Absolutely. It seemed like she had a batting lineup of this Bangladesh under-19 side. It's going to be pretty touchy.
5 run getters in this tournament, 69 runs to her credit. She's more of a dasher, likes to play her shots. If deal of control, that economy rate was 2.62. That tells you a couple of overs that she bowls in the power play. And straight away, that line, accurate. Beaten outside off. And a hit over mid-wicket. That's going to be 1 bounce and over for 4. Well, this is what Faham boundary of the innings.
After that flurry of dots, much important release shot, went across the line, got into position early enough. 1 bounce.
Leading edge in the air and taken. India tastes first blood. And Josh.
Excellent command over her skills has this youngster from Wayanad. Into the leg side, dug deep into the crease, and it was an easy take for Ayush in Musammat Eva, who goes back to the hut for no runs. Bangladesh 8 for
Somaya, and a dot ball to end the over. If the catch had been taken of the previous over of Somaya Suborna. Bad ball, and it's got the treatment it deserved. It's gone for 4.
reprieve the previous delivery, and she's capitalizing on this. Flicked it nicely on the upside near square, ensured she got a boundary after that iffy start of hers.
Now, leading edge and lucky. That doesn't go to... Throw comes in from Shabnam. Is there a chance of a run out? No, the batters have completed the run. 2 more added on.
In the power play, and Bangladesh need to get down the wicket, and it's going to fall just... Oh dear, that is... Yeah.
That was bonus runs. I'm afraid that Trisha was responded to her friends out in the field saying, catch it, catch it. Horrible situation. Have a look at this. She's running forward to try and respond to her teammates and got a bad bounce. She would have...
It's a decision that you got to make very quickly. That's... Oh, that looks pretty straight. Yes, it did. That was, I think, simple enough to creeping through, holding its line, and pretty much in front of the wickets there.
Now, was there a little inside edge? The batter looked a little up. No, I don't think there was an inside edge. It was hit adjacent, in line, and they're on to hit the stumps. So the score now is 24 for 2, and so the introduction of spin produces a wicket, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot more of that. 7 wickets, economy of 2.84, very miserly, Shamim.
Oh yes, economy. It's okay to get the wickets, understandably, but if you can tie them up, what it does is allows your partner that garner the wicket as well as keep it tight.
A rather unusual shot, right? And I'm afraid the umpire has no hesitation. Fashion.
That's swept pretty hard, swept pretty square, and getting the 4 run in this over. The last over of the power play, still a delivery to go.
In a very good way, a very good conventional sweep, got a lot of bat on it, very powerfully hit.
Waits and backs away, past the diving fielder, threads the needle, goes to the boundary. Play. They finish with 11 runs in the 6th over. Oh, that to really reach for that's going to be a wide. Just Mithila spraying it about a bit. One thing going in and easier to bat on, the ball's getting a tad softer in the 7th over and quick time of 12 deliveries. These two.
Such is the turn she's extracting from this. Yeah, I think that was missing leg stump, but very good, very good.
Talking about a big shot attempted and deep, a difficult catch. India needed the breakthrough. They've got one at the right time.
And this is what's going to do count, and they turn games. This was an excellent effort, a wonderful physical sprint to the ball, and then still decent enough shot, favoured area of hers. In comes the fielder and had the presence of mind to wrap that hands round her, and Famida has to go 18 runs, score at 44.
Was caught in the deep on... She's also giving a lot of air. The batter going down the ground. It's a good connect today.
Juaria tried to muscle this one. Probably Enterparts do it today.
What a brilliant ball. This is what she has been setting the ball here, extracting spin and asking for a false shot, and she gets one.
To come down the track, prodigious turn from Sonam Yadav, and definitely take Bangladesh, lose their captain for just, no, it's Bar for just 4 runs, and they slump to 55 for 4.
She bowls wicket, or not wicket to wicket, but very difficult to try and drive. And here's the dismissal from the last ball of the previous over. A little bit quicker in there, I have to say. It's a very quick arm action in the air and just over backward point, and that's going to go to the boundary for 4.
Lucky boundary from the camp, and the cheer to the faces of the fans in the stands.
That's right, here's a replay of that, just over the outstretched hand, and it just races down.
Yeah, there again. It's a tidy over, barring that boundary. 60
wides bowled by India in this series has been 5. They bowled 20.
Look at the loop. Look at the dip and the turn. She's relieved. And that's why she's turned to Ayushi Shukla. And that brought her into the attack.
Sadia made easy work of that. Sadia coming in at this time is the correct decision. I think
Wicket! Joria ends up playing across the line on the armour. And Ayub
slow in the air. Again, the batter looking to play square of the wicket. Ball doesn't arrive. Straight through onto the stumps. And that's not the sound you want to hear when you're playing a sweep shot. Fifth wicket, 64 runs on the board.
100. At the moment, the required run rate is 9.5, which means you need batters who can bat with a strike. Is best equipped to do that, provided she gets the strike.
Yes, that's first just never arrived, did it? Shots played and the ball just harmlessly goes past under the bat onto the stump.
Very clever bowling, and again it's the armour comes in with the angle, but this was slower. They could finish it off enough in style in terms of clinching the title. Still anything's possible, though that required run rate played on the inside edge onto the stumps. This was very clever bowling, because I had a feeling that as she was running into the bowling crease, she just stopped for a moment and then came on to bowl, trying to read what the batter was doing.
Coming in, continuing on, under edge. Sadly for Sadia, let's wicket down, scored for 68.
He can hit the ball a long way. The strike rate of 250 tells you that. Has a heave-ho, doesn't connect, but look at that. Oh, in fact, there's another referral. They're referring this.
This could be a little bit closer. I have a feeling that the leg, back leg, will bowled. No problem with the no ball. Manju. Oh no. That's okay. Half of her foot is in.
Well, taking the pace off, aren't they? That's the clever bit from the Indian spinners. Not.
It's a tall task. It's an appeal. There have been a lot of appeals for run-outs.
So many times when the required run rate goes over 12, you want to make all the runs in one delivery.
There's been a lot of that, Sana. But I tell you what, Indians have kept their calm. They haven't allowed.
In the Asia Cup so far, no problem with the front foot. And a big heat. She was trying to go back. She thought she might be out of the crease. So she finished the shot and now
Come back into the crease. Not the initial momentum, as you said, with the bat. I think it was the momentum initially, or it was the effort. I think she's going to be out. Yeah, there is to the Maya. They're really with the bat. Even every time she's come into bat, is a yes and no. Now that's going to be close. On the
that definitely looks a lot closer than we think. The Indian player celebrating, and because the batter was on.
I think she's going to be short, and she is. Well, the wheels are falling off to indicate that another wicket has gone down, and Bangladesh staring at the supporters, but soaking in this brilliant performance by the Indians.
Desh, along with India, has done really well, and there's a big chance there, and an easy run out has been calling for the other partner as well.
Well, that was on the cards. I mean, observe all the accolade they're going to get. Good pick up, underarm, kept her cool, and goes for one. Bangladesh are 74 for 9. Helping those two batters in getting the partnerships that were required. India have been very clinical in the manner in.
And we saw Bangladesh other teams, but they were not allowed to do.
And take a lot of pride as another referral is on the cards for another.
Very confident there. Yushi Shukla going for that big shot. G. Kamalini collecting it, and is
going to be the red light that signals the win for India, and a very emphatic win. Bangladesh can hold their head up high because they've given them a fight and they've reached the finals, but it's all
really achieved a lot, and this is the perfect preparation for them for the World Cup.